King Kong glass body, golden glass giant body, is an extremely powerful technique of Xiao Yan, which he will master very soon, right after the spatial fair. We have already mentioned Xiao Yan's glass body technique several times in previous videos. Therefore, many people want to know more about it, and most importantly, how Xiao Yan obtains it. Let me say it right away. Xiao Yan will begin to use this technique very frequently, even more often than the Buddha's furious lotus. Why, you may ask? The answer is simple. It is truly formidable, because this is a technique of the low grade of the Tian class, the heavenly level. This technique was created by Saint Lu Li over 1,000 years ago. If perfected, the body becomes indestructible like divine metal. A single fist can shatter the heavens, and the legs can break the earth itself. It is a mighty art that combines both offense and defense. The name of the technique is also translated as Glass King Kong Body, because it allows the user to transform into a massive giant tens of meters tall. Its true power can be seen from the example of Yao Hua Lin Jun. Xiao Yan, by using just a single movement of the giant's hand, crushed the body of an honored warrior Do Zun, reducing him into nothing but dust. It is no wonder that Xiao Yan grew so fond of the glass giant body that he began using it in almost every battle. So, when exactly did Xiao Yan acquire this technique, and most importantly, when did he master it? At the spatial fair, among the many treasures, there was a pale golden scroll containing the giant body technique. The asking price for it was a Do Qi method of low Tian class with a water attribute. Naturally, Xiao Yan did not possess such a thing, so he could not obtain the glass body technique at the fair itself. However, that scroll ended up in the ring of Di He Ji, one of the three brothers from the Cloud Rain faction. These were the very people Xiao Yan and Yao Lao fought against for the fourth fragment of the purifying Lotus Flame map. By sheer luck, they also carried the golden scroll with the giant body technique. Xiao Yan himself did not expect that it was Di He Ji who had acquired it at the fair. In truth, it turned out to be a priceless fortune, for this was indeed a Tian class Do Qi technique of the lowest tier. Previously, Xiao Yan had been very interested in it, but was unable to place a bid. He even regretted it a little. But to his surprise, the technique fell into his hands anyway. Upon returning to the Falling Star Pavilion, Xiao Yan immediately began studying it. The fastest way to strengthen oneself was to practice high-class Do Qi techniques. That is precisely why Xiao Yan devoted himself to the glass giant body. This skill absolutely lived up to its class, possessing extraordinary power. At full mastery, the user's body becomes as strong as that of a divine giant. The body grows to 25 meters tall or more, shining with brilliant golden light. Xiao Yan immediately realized the commanding might of this art. This technique draws upon Do Qi to reinforce one's physical body to the extreme. Xiao Yan was deeply impressed. Without doubt, the technique matched its heavenly class. He had no major difficulties learning it, since he had already practiced other Tian class Do Qi techniques. The truth is that after mastering one technique of such a level, it becomes much easier to learn others of the same rank. To master the glass giant body, one must fuse Do Qi with bones, blood, and flesh in a unique way. The technique has extremely harsh requirements for the practitioner's physique. Luckily, Xiao Yan's physical body had already been tempered by countless natural treasures. Soon, golden light began flashing over his skin, and his body swelled slightly in size. Even the faint crunching of bones could be heard. But at first, Xiao Yan endured agonizing pain. Imagine a man's body suddenly doubling in size. His skin would tear apart, and his organs would be stretched to the brink of destruction. No wonder the physical requirements are so strict. If one's body is weak, the very first enlargement will rip him to pieces. Xiao Yan shook his head helplessly. And so, after 2 weeks, the entire Falling Star Pavilion felt an overwhelming surge of energy. A 20-meter golden giant appeared before everyone's eyes. His steps shook the earth as he emerged outside. He roared thunderously into the sky, and the sound wave shook the entire pavilion. Even the elders of the pavilion were forced to retreat several steps. Even experts of the 8-star honored warrior Do Zun rank felt genuine danger. The elders froze in utter shock. They quickly surrounded the giant, preparing to attack and destroy him. But Yao Lao stopped them, explaining that this was Xiao Yan. Stunned, they stared at the golden giant, unable to even comprehend that this colossus was in fact Xiao Yan. The golden giant let out a powerful laugh. Golden light flared once more, and his body shrank rapidly. Within seconds, he had turned back into a young man. As we see, the giant body is not an avatar, not a projection, nor a separate construct. No, it is Xiao Yan himself transforming into the giant, his body literally growing dozens of times larger, covered in golden radiance. At this stage his body reached 20 meters, though the maximum height was around 30. But Xiao Yan understood that his progress was already decent, and he could eventually reach an even more perfect state. He was confident that with a single strike, he could tear apart an ordinary expert of the late-stage honored warrior Do Zun. And indeed, that is what happened. We already discussed how easily Xiao Yan annihilated the experts of the Spiritual Sky faction who attacked Yun Yun and the Flower faction. Besides Yao Hualin Jun, there was also a 9-star honored warrior Do Zun, whom Xiao Yan also defeated. The Do Qi defenses of his enemies were completely useless against the golden giant. His terrible force penetrated their bodies, reducing their very organs and bones into nothing but dust. What is even more surprising is the speed of the golden giant. One would expect him to be clumsy and slow, but in fact, it is quite the opposite. His speed matches that of Xiao Yan's normal body. Imagine such a gigantic figure, moving with such swiftness. Just how terrifying could that be? The next advancement of the glass giant body occurred when Xiao Yan broke through to the 9-star honored warrior Do Zun realm. In the blood pool of the ancient heavenly serpent, Xiao Yan absorbed an immense energy that not only pushed him to the very peak of Do Zun, but also greatly strengthened his physical body. This, in turn, allowed him to achieve the full mastery of the glass giant body. Now he reached nearly 30 meters in height. In the mountains stood a giant who looked as though he were entirely forged from gold. From his body radiated an imperious, indestructible aura. Kai Lin, Xiao Yixian, and Yun Yun watched in utter shock. The golden giant, into whom Xiao Yan had transformed, smashed his head straight through the ceiling of a mountain cavern. Indeed, Xiao Yan had forcibly broken through the mountain itself, and Kai Lin's group felt it immediately. They rushed into the air and saw the enormous golden figure bursting out of the mountain. Xiao Yan's giant body was harder than metal, completely unfazed even by solid mountain rock. The golden form in the sky quickly began to shrink, reverting to his original size. Cloaked in golden light, Xiao Yan reappeared before his astonished companions. Yes, the Glass King Kong body is an incredibly mighty technique, standing proudly among the arts of the Tian class. Is it stronger than the Buddha's furious Lotus? Likely not. But to be able to annihilate 9-star honored warrior Do Zun experts with a single blow, and to crush mountains with just one's body, that already speaks volumes. We will be seeing this technique very often from now on, and Xiao Yan himself grew to love it dearly. Thank you very much for watching. Share your thoughts about the golden giant technique in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and goodbye to everyone.